Hand clap to the people out and large all over the place, guys. Hand clap to you guys who have made it to this reaction. Of course, welcome to this Mystelics reaction channel, guys. Big up to yourself out and large. Stand up. Hand clap to all the masses out and large who have tuned in to this reaction channel right there, guys. Of course, we're gonna be reacting to that which has taken place in Dominica. Of course, the situation dealing with the bus drivers, for which the Dominican bus drivers apparently are getting some sort of assistance, so to speak, or are they really getting assistance, guys? This is, of course, we're gonna be challenging today. Of course, this is Matt and what Matt had to say on the particular issue of what he was hearing, and of course, this is it right there. Let us jump right into it. Well, this is SKERRIT, by the way.
Bus drivers and to label all bus drivers and to categorize all of them and put them in a safe box or in safe barring or whatever it is. And so on, because the reality is the vast majority of bus drivers and bus owners were not part of this exercise yesterday. This was largely done motivated by machinations of the UWP.
Guys, only listen to SKERRIT. Only don't listen to SKERRIT, guys. SKERRIT said the reason for the whole bus drivers feeling the pressure under them, pressure up, man. SKERRIT is saying the whole reason behind this whole bus driver protest was apparently some sort of UWP operation. You see how he's trying to make it some sort of political vibe when the people are literally crying. And you could see, and I know there's a number of labor rights who were inside there. This is one of the things that make me vex, because they are the ones putting this guy in power. And he is now stating that this was largely due to UWP people, man. UWP, the opposition, somehow was involved in bus driver protests. He's trying to make it as if it's UWP when the people themselves... You see, that is another psychological thing. Anyways, guys, be mindful. I just talk too much. I just talk too much. So anyways, let's continue right there. You say you know that for a fact. Of course, there were UW people there as well as labor rights, but the majority of individuals were labor rights. Majority of individuals were out there. They were labor rights sending me videos. People getting my number and sending me videos, labor rights. Say I support the government, but I cannot support these things there. How can they be doing this to us? You understand me? And it's not there doing it all. It's all you're not doing it all yourself. But labor rights sending me videos coming. So I guess it was on some sort of talk show right there, but this was actually Matt. Matt carried this live.
So the Prime Minister is actually blaming the opposition.
Boy.
Just an admission there, Prime Minister, that you have just admitted that there's some strength there in the opposition, huh? Because of bus drivers and the numbers there.
He blaming the opposition, boy. Tell you. He doesn't see the issue, you know. Saying maybe there's a reason why. Maybe because the economy is failing. That's why bus drivers are complaining they cannot even buy tire, much less gas. Well, they can buy electric gas here and there because they're driving up and down the place. But they can't buy tire. Magwesa. The bus drivers, a few of them actually hit me up. One of which went overseas saying he couldn't even buy gas. It was a struggle to get gas. And now gas prices have gone up. That was during the time the whole Rona situation where gas prices had gone down, you know, across the world. Now it go up now. So that's another problem. And we're going to find the solution right there. Because apparently individuals were meeting by Social Security today, I heard. And Matt was talking about the very thing right there. He was not sure as exactly what. And, hold on.
With one of the bus drivers, the organizers, and most bus drivers I've spoken to, there may be a different opinion.
I tell you.
Mason, what I've gathered, this was a non-political strike.
Obviously.
Non-partisan strike.
Non-partisan. They were both sides there because they feel, everybody feeling the pain. I don't think people understand that, you know. Everybody feeling the pain of the economy. That which the government themselves is supposed to take care of. Everybody, you could be white, black, Indian, purple, shocking color, red, blue, green. What is them? What is the APP color? Pink, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what is that color, but it doesn't matter where you be. You will feel the pain. Bus drivers all over, red, blue, and green, and yellow, and the APP color. All of them would feel it. And the boy want to make the thing as if it's a political thing, man. It's UWP people that do that. Yo. And he say, you know that for a fact, obviously feeding his followers will always believe whatever he says. Anyways, let's go to
opposition for, so are you gonna thank the opposition for, of course, getting to the point that you've agreed now to pay the bus drivers? Would you be thanking the opposition for that as well? 10, 17.
It's interesting.
Hello, talk to me. Good morning.
Anyways, let's get to what SKERRIT was saying as well.
They wish to do so, that's money for them. But to say that we recognize that coronavirus has
always blaming something. Blame the opposition. No, blame Rona. Blame the Rona situation.
affected everyone.
No doubt about it. It has. True. But you always looking to blame something is my point. But anyways, let's continue.
Especially people in the service industry, in the tourism industry. And the bus drivers happen to be in that category. Many of them rely exclusively on the cruise season to pilot trade.
Which you guys have pretty much dwindled, because Dominica is probably Dominica is one of the countries, if not one of, but the worst country when it comes to tourism. And it's interesting that we have a natural aspect in Dominica. People always boasting about when if Christopher Columbus, the partner that was wicked enough to come and kill people to take land, if he were to come back and decide, hey, let me see if I can notice which country is where, he will always notice Dominica, because Dominica does not change, which means the natural element still remains in Dominica, but not much tourists is coming. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
What we have done as a government is to put $15 million
okay.
additional security to provide income support.
So that's why the individuals, the bus drivers were there. The bus drivers, because they $15 million support. So I guess the bus driver was kind of correct in this regard. But there's still something interesting right there, guys. Listen on.
To bus drivers and bus owners. And we've also put funds at the aid bank to assist small business owners with their small businesses too.
Interesting. So they have somebody said a comment on my video before stating they're gonna give them grants for them to pay the loans that they're gonna give them. It's kind of interesting when you look at it. If you get a grant for $5,000, right? And then they give you a loan for about $10,000 to $15,000. I mean, understand you have to pay back that loan. I mean, use your brain, eh?
You know, up to $15,000 per person.
$15,000 loan per person. But we cannot get the grant that they want to give. I guess they're saying that they're going to give each individual the amount of money that they need. $15 million for bus drivers. For 300 bus drivers. 300 bus drivers, that means each bus driver can probably get about 300, 200015, about $150,000. Around 150, no, 335, about $50,000, I would say, because 15, about $50,000. If it's 300 bus drivers for the grant alone, which is $15 million, then that means each bus driver should be able to get about $50,000. Then what is the point of you going to get a $15,000 loan? Because if you're saying about 300 bus drivers that's sending applications and whatnot, I mean, what is the point of taking the loan though? We'll continue.
The report I have before me shows that over 237 bus drivers contracted these loans at the aid bank.
So they get the loans. So they contracted to get these loans. But how many individuals actually gotten the $15 million grants that they say that they're going to give? Or maybe I didn't hear that properly. Maybe they're giving the grants. I don't know. It's a confusing thing. It's a confusing thing because they're really going into details for the loans, but they're not really talking about the grants though. Anyways.
Averaging about $12,000 to $13,000 each.
$12,000 to $13,000 each.
Of course, a significant I've also benefited from the income support at the aid bank.
How much would that be though? That's what we want to know.
And I know that they have challenged
with income support at the aid bank.
Support at the aid bank.
So I thought he was going to Social Security. How then he reach aid bank? Why were they then at Social Security? Boy, let me continue.
And I know that they have challenges. I have met with bus drivers individually and in small groups as they go across the country. And their challenges are not dissimilar to the challenges of the vendors or the tour guides. And we also met with representatives of bus drivers from the East Coast, from where Scott said, and so forth. And we met with them and we discussed. I was present at the meeting. We put forms together. We came up with a form very quickly, and we gave it to them so that they could get the bus drivers to fill out those forms. With a view to assessing the situation and to see what additional support we can provide to these bus drivers.
The additional support that you can actually provide for bus drivers is fix the economy that you created, getting $64,000 per month for yourself to live in a mansion, brother. You giving man money as if that is going to solve the problem when the economy is the one that's killing the people. I mean, how can people not see these things? You give them man money, great. If you give them the grants, that is kind of fishy. What you saying that with the wording that you use in there? Because I'm trying to figure out how you get the grant. You say the grant goes Social Security. See people with Social Security. Maybe they tell them they have to go aid bank and do so. I don't know how it confusing me. But when it comes down to the individuals getting money, and then you give them a loan, 200 and something individuals get loan, but they don't know exactly how they're gonna be getting money. When the whole guys, you have to understand that bus drivers are beneficiaries, or they benefit or make their money on the people in society. But if the people in society not making money to then benefit the bus drivers, how on earth they're going to make money? I seen people walking Vikivai nowadays. It have bus drivers. Yes, bus drivers are good, but man walking Picard and going up and down the place instead of taking bus or they bombing ride. I mean, heck, I can't deny your boy was bombing ride, but I said my bank account make. One of my first bank accounts because I bombed ride in college, you know. Saving money for me to organize myself because I was independent in that thinking. If I can save this instead of using all that money for me to buy receipts and stuff, instead of going up and I can bomb ride and go down, save up money, put that in my bank, get some interest in that and build on that thing. I always had that mindset then, but not everybody have that mindset indeed. Of course, that was a different time frame. But everybody trying to work for them to be able to save a little money. They have to work to go and get bread because they're going to eat the bread. And the best they just burn some energy before they eat the bread. Not true. You check me. But guys, the whole point here is the economy needs to fix. The people relied on the economy for them to do better. And if the economy is not doing better, what do you expect to happen? It's the economy that needs to fix. Yes, I'm happy that the bus drivers are getting some sort of assistance. I hope it's grants that they're really getting there. Because if it's 300 bus drivers that up and down the place there, carrying people, and you say you put $15 million income support, then that means each bus driver should get about $50,000. Not true. $50,000 for each bus driver. 15 million divided by 300 is 50,000. True or false? Yes. So why go and get loan when you get $50,000 to organize yourself, or at least $10, $15, $20,000 to organize yourself? Why then are you pushing loans for the bus drivers to go and get loans? That is confusing to me. But even if they get that money, that $15 million, everybody organize themselves, then that means how are they going to then sustain that if the economy is not doing well? That is a question I think we need to really ask ourselves. Because it's not just giving people money. You teach a man to go and fish. There's a proverb that says, teach a man to fish. You give a man a fish, he'll come back and ask you for more fish. Teach a man to fish, he'll never ask you, you save his life. Or something like that. But sometimes you fishing in this and there's fish there. But when you come inside, people not buying no fish because they don't have money to buy no fish. So it's not that you don't have the means for you to go and get the fish. Not that there's not fish there. But people don't have the means to get the fish. And then again, you have to drop your prices to adequate to the amount of people. Which means that gas prices need to drop if you have to drop your fish prices. All kind of things need to, you know, so that the people can be able to buy the thing. If a fish is $30, if a fish is $10, let's say $10, right? And general populace of people, majority of people, 90% of the people can afford fish being $7. it is then your responsibility to bring the fish down to like 750 to adequate to people. But not just bring it down because you're gonna, and if gas for your boat to go out and fish, net expensive, all these kind of things, oil for your boat, all these kind of things coming up, then when you're gonna get that money back, it's gonna be very, very low. Because then you need to pay for gas, you need to pay for your net, you need to pay to fix your, maintain your boat, maintain your motors, all these kind of things there. And not just that, that is just the maintenance fund. What about the individual themselves? The individual just making money to maintain boat and not getting to eat anything as a result. So you have to be thinking of that as well. It is one thing for you to go out there and fish and bring in the fish, but if people don't have the money to buy the fish, then what else can you do? So I just thought I'd put that out there. But SKERRIT did make an important point. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but he said something.
Obviously, we have to go and examine these forms and the veracity of the information given to us, because I made it clear to the bus drivers, and I believe that they agree with me, that there are people who rely exclusively on driving a bus for their livelihood.
That's true.
And there are some who may be bus drivers but have other incomes. Have set permanent incomes. They work in the public service, they work in the private sector.
I've said this. I say people going back and forth roads, so they have their bus. Might as well bring people, go up there, organize themselves. They're not really bus drivers, but they have bus and they're taking away from the bus drivers themselves. Hey, that is competition right there. You cannot say that you cannot do this, but there is competition right there. So I don't think that this individual should get any assistance in this regard, because they also have their jobs while also creating a little additional income for themselves, while the bus drivers also paying the price. I understand it, but it's the economy you have to fix, my brother. And you are a result of the economy not doing well. You're getting how much money from CBI? Most of the money staying overseas in some escrow account to building fund and all kind of something there. So you're creating a dependency state on the very people's money. You're making it depend on you for their own money. That is interesting. While you yourself collecting $64,000 in addition to the upgrade of your salaries, I think that gone 2 or 3 times up. And the people themselves getting a little quiet by, hey.
Now, I said to the bus drivers, my preoccupation now is for people who rely exclusively on driving a bus or owning a bus for their living.
I agree to that.
They must be given priority.
Obviously.
And therefore we have to, with the 300 plus applications we got, we have to go through them and ensure that we come up with the list of people who rely on bus driving absolutely for the support. And we intend to support them. I know some of them every 2 months, the insurance, every 6 months, insurance and so on. But they're trying to extort the government or extort Roosevelt SKERRIT.
My brother, who trying to extort you? You killing the economy and talking about people extorting you? Huh? You killing the economy. You that is the leader of the economy. You that is the financial manager of the economy. You quiver in the economy and you telling people that they're trying to extort you for what you doing to the people? And you don't find you too freaking wicked. Anyways, let me leave. Hey. And $64,000 you're taking for you to live in a mansion. When you have your house in Vegas, you can get free bus to go. Not free bus. They're driving you up and down the place in vehicle. All you have to do is go and sleep. Sleep. Oh, I reach at my home. They can even carry you inside your house in Vegas if you want to. You mean to tell me you have to take $64,000 for you to stay in a mansion? A baby mansion, but still a mansion regardless in comparison to Dominica. I'm thinking.
Putting a gun to my head.
Who put in what? Boy, tell you. I realize he's speaking theoretically speaking. But that doesn't make no sense, my brother. The reason why the people reach that state is because of what you caused. Anyways, guys, this whole thing right there, I don't listen to all of it. So I myself, I'm not reacting to the whole thing. It's already too long. I say I can try to keep my reactions 15 minutes or less. That goes out the window sometimes because I get carried away. But anyways, guys, with that said, give this video a thumbs up if you understood what I'm saying. And of course, I'm very much happy that the bus drivers got some sort of assistance. Well, they say they get the assistance. I myself need to see a check or two for me to know. Not the loan check I want to see. So bus drivers, all you know is organize me. All you send me videos. Let me see the check too, man. Obviously, I'm not going to put out all your name. I don't have to see. You can bow your name, put your finger across or whatever. Let me see the thing, man. Let me send it for me, man. Anyways, with that said, guys, I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications so you can get all the videos as they come from. I'll see you guys in the next one right there.